So I get loops all the time from subscribers, and I appreciate you guys for sending loops over. So today I'm gonna go ahead and make a beat on my MPC Key 61 using a loop that a subscriber sent over to me. So hopefully this comes out good. I'm just gonna pick something random and see how this turns out. So I hope I don't mess it up. Bolo! All right, before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and get my drum kits. They sound great. I got 5 drum kits out. All of them sound good, so you might as well go ahead and pick up at least 1 or 2 or 3 or all of them. They all sound good. A lot of people have been sending me beats featuring my drum kits, and I appreciate you guys. So if you haven't gotten any of my drum kits, go ahead and get them. If you got one, go ahead and get 2, get 3, get 4. And I'm pretty sure they could probably help you out. So go ahead and click that link in the description and go ahead and get my drum kits. They're cheap. Also, if you need some equipment, go to zZounds.com. Go ahead and click my link in the description. I'm telling you, they are the place to go to get some equipment. They have equipment like this right here, and they have some equipment like this right here, like this M32 keyboard. And if your money is a little bit funny and you just need to make some payments on some stuff, you can go ahead and get the equipment shipped to you while you make the payments. And guess what? There's no credit or background check on a lot of the items on the site. Now, it's not all the items, but it is a fairly good amount of items on that site that you can go ahead and get with no credit or background check. So if you need some equipment, go ahead and click my link right here in the description so you guys can get some equipment today from zZounds.com. All right, let's go ahead and get to the video and let's see if I messed this beat up or not. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can find us a decent loop. And first we got to go right into our loops. What we'll try? Let's try old brother T9C. What we got? Got some Detroit style stuff here. We got ooh. Let's just load that one. Gee whiz. I did not mean to load it up on that pad, but it doesn't matter. We're good. Let's go back here in the main. And let's see if we got on that pad. I actually loaded up on that pad by accident. But we're all good. We're still good. So let's go to edit this sample. And as you guys can see, T9C is really dope about separating all his loops and stuff up. So he has the loop and then he has all the individual parts right here. Now, some of you guys asked me, how can you cut this stuff up inside of the MP without it being all like super drastic? It's not that hard to do. It's fairly easy. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I like to do is I like to go into chop mode, and what I do is I do it in regions. And what I do is I do a total of 8 regions. So as you guys can see, they're not lined up at all. So what I do is I just go in on each region and I just move each region to right there, somewhat close to the sample. And I just get it as close as possible with my hand. And we just take that. And then now we have our parts in here. So when I play it, so now we can go in here and we actually can see the parts. So if you want to zoom in a little bit, and like right there, as you guys can see, that this part's a little bit away. So you just take that. And then it's right here. Smooth that to right there. And go to right here. Just make sure everything's good. So right here. Just go to each part. Or you can use the dials right here too. So you can use the dials and just get it right there. And there we go. We got all our parts and everything is pretty much done. So now what we got to do now is we press shift and we go to convert. And then we do a new drum program using slices, or we can do a new clip program, or do we do a new program with samples. You know, it's a lot of stuff that we can do. And so what I like to do is I just keep it right here, do a new drum program using slices. And I do that, okay? And then I go back to main. And now I just go right here. And I just go to my drum program, and there it is. There goes the new drum program with all the slices in here. So now when I play it, and I got the whole thing right there. So that's how you pretty much do it, and it's pretty much done from that point. Now, some of you guys are gonna be like, well, when you played it, it cuts off, which is true. Yes, it does cut off, and you don't want that to happen. So what you can do is you can go to menu, and this is actually the long way of doing it, but you can go to program edit, and as you guys can see, it's playing on poly mode right here. So what you want to do is you want to turn that off, turn that poly mode off, and then turn it off for the whole program. So now when you go back to main, when you press one, so now you have the loop the way you can play all the individual parts. So what I can do now is, this loop I know is at 161 BPM. So I go ahead and I put this at 161 BPM. And I have everything right here at my disposal now to go ahead and make the beat. So let's go ahead and add this first part in here real quick. Oh, let me go ahead and put this on 8. All right, so that's cool. Now we can go to the next track and add the, put it back on this drum program. Actually right here, and then for the next part. My bad. And you don't have to even play it all the way out, because it's going to play all the way out anyway. So we can go to the next program right here, and let's put that in there. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, go to the next one. All right, and then we go to the last one. All right, so now when we play everything out, and so the beauty about this is now we want to come and mute something out like that last part, instead of having a whole loop play and then you kind of confine to that loop. Now once you got the stems in here, we just play it. Just like that. We're good to go. And if we want to add this sound back in here, take it off mute. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and mute that part right there. And now that we have our loop here, we can go ahead and add our drums. And I'm going to use my buffs kit. You know, hey, Detroit, I would use the Buffs kit. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and go through here and see what we got. Got my Buffs kit, and ooh, got some sounds in here. And let's go and use that one for right now. Yeah, let's go and add some hi-hats. Let's do that. Yeah, let's add some other stuff. Ooh. Ooh, that's it. Ooh. Ooh. Let's change that to. Ooh, that's hard. Oh, I gotta put a bass in there now. Oh, hold on. Let me put this snare in here first. Let me take that high snare. There you go. Yeah. Put this in key. Yeah, let's put this in key right here. This ain't gonna take no time right here. Yes, sir. And then usually I make them, when I do my basses, I do them right here on the little pad. I mean on the keys right here, but I'm gonna do them on the pads today because some of y'all guys were asking how to do it on the pads. So let's go ahead and put it right here. Let's put it on pad perform. I'm not sure what key this is in, so let me find out what keys it's in. Okay. So it's in E minor. So it's in E minor. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on notes. We're going to put this on notes, and we're going to put this on E minor. E natural minor. Ooh, let's play this real quick. Put that in there. Oh yeah. I messed up. Messing up. What I'm hearing is the bass sounds good, but it's a little in between notes, I feel. It sounds like that bass can sound a little bit better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this program mode and try to tune this bass a little bit better. So let's play this and let's tune it. Sounds pretty good right there. Just had to turn the fine up a little bit. Ooh, that's sounding good. Let's go ahead and mute some of these parts and see how this thing sounds. Oh, that's so hard right there. That is hard. So I'm going to do something really quick. I'm going to go ahead and sequence this out because a lot of you guys want to know how to sequence on here. It's very easy. Just go right here, go to main. We're going to call this first part we're going to call this our intro. So call this our intro. done. And we're going to copy this sequence. And then we're going to name this hook 1 because, you know, you need 2 parts to the hook. So that's hook 1. And then we're going to call this hook 2 after we copy that. So that's going to be right there. And then from there, we're going to copy this again. And we're going to call this verse 1 because we're going to do 12 bar verses. I'll copy that again. We're going to call this verse 2. All right. And I'll copy that again. And then we're going to call this verse 3. All right. Pretty much it. And we're going to go back to main. We'll go down to the intro. And then all we do is we just take stuff out now. So we know that if we take these 2 out, and we're going to be left with pretty much nothing. So we play it back. So that's cool right there. That's cool. And then what I can do now too, actually, is I can put my tag in here. So let me go to this next track right here. Go to my bus kit. My tag should be right here on this first page. Oops. Oops. My bad. Oops. Actually, the pad that I put that sample on accident was my Bolo tag. Oh my goodness. So let me go down here and add it down here.
Bolo!
So let's go ahead and assign it right there.
Bolo!
All right. And then what I need to do is here, I need to go in.
Bolo!
And I need to go right here to mix.
Bolo!
And then add a delay right here real quick. So delay. Let's use delay sync right here. And we're going to put this wet knob right here and put the timer down to 1/2.
Bolo! Bolo! Bolo!
All right, let's go back to main. And let's go and add that in there real quick.
Bolo! Bolo!
All right, so we got the intro done. So now we're going to go to the hook part. We're going to go to mute, and we're going to go ahead, keep those right there. So we're going to go and add that in there. And then we're going to go back to the next hook. And then we're actually going to take out this right here and leave this one in here because that's the lead right there. So we play that back. All right, and we'll go back to the first hook, and we're going to put that back in there. All right, cool. So now we know. So now we're going to go to the first verse. We're going to leave that out, and we're going to leave this out as well. So we're not going to need none of that. We're going to go to the second verse. We're going to leave those out as well. And then for the third verse, we're going to leave this out. We're going to turn this back on, and then we're going to take these 2 out. So we got the whole beat pretty much patterned out already. I'm going to take one more part out of here. Let me see what I'm going to take out. All right, so we're good. So now that we got that done, we can go into our main right here. Actually go to our menu, go to song mode. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit record right here. And then we're going to go right here to our first bank, and then we're going to hit record. We're going to add our intro. We're going to add our hook 1, hook 2, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, then hook 1, hook 2, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, and hook 1, hook 2. So we got an intro, hook, verse, hook, verse, hook. And so now let's go ahead and play out the whole track. Let's see how it sounds.
We got T9C on the track.
Man, ain't that dope? And see how it sounds coming directly out of the MP, how full it sounds, how good it sounds versus the beats I was making in Logic. You know, the last couple videos, this thing sounds really good. All the MPs sound good. And as you guys can see, you can add loops, add samples to it. You can do everything that you can do, just like you can do in the DAW. Once you learn it, it's actually very easy. I was kind of going slow on it today, but once you learn it, it is very easy. But I hope you guys enjoyed me making a beat to T9C, brother T9C. Your loops are dope. I'm going to tag him down here in the description so you guys can follow him and get some loops from him as well. You better get him now because he's going to be out of here in a second. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the beat. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.